for
What's up? Juno here, and it's time for Dipshit of the Week. Who is this week's Dipshit? Well, this is someone who I've never made a video about before, at least not to my knowledge. But they have been on YouTube for a while, spreading their sane, hateful message, and they've become friends with one of our friends that I like to tear down, who I just did recently, in fact yesterday, Cassie Dill. And of course they also hang out with people like the likes of Crazy 316, Shock of God. They used to hang out with people, or with a person known as, well, in the atheist community, as the Cake Thief. But that person that I'm talking about is none other than God, Guns, Guts, Glory. That's right, I'm finally doing Dipshit of the Week featuring him. I figured, with Dipshit of the Year coming up, better get everyone in there just for good measure. Just to make it that much harder for you guys to vote on. Anyway, so, God, Guns, Guts, Glory. Apparently he had another channel suspended recently, but we're not really going to talk about that at this moment. First thing I want to talk about is this video here that he came out with about a week ago. And basically, in this video, he is just looking at the DVR, and he's talking about a new show that came out. I don't know what the name of it is, but apparently there was some issues with some of the characters in the program. In this program, apparently it was about, it must have been some sort of reality show or some show, and there was a gay family, and that, instantly, he's like, gotta take it off the DVR, gotta get rid of it, it's gotta go away. And it's interesting because his wife's in the room, and he's just going off, queers, blah, 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 I didn't know the show was going to have queers, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, after a while, she's just like, Jesus, man, just calm down. And I can't even imagine what it's like to live in a house with this guy. I wouldn't even want to live in a house with this guy. I wouldn't even want to be in the same state as this guy. Gladly, I'm not. But I just couldn't believe it. He just flew off the handle just because, there may have been some gay characters. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Alright, so that was the first video I want to talk about. Now, he has a bunch of different channels. I only know of a couple, but this is another channel that he has, and on this channel, he has this here. Well, we're going to talk, we'll talk about this, the flagging first. He got flagged as well, and he lost his channel. His 4G channel, the God, Guns, Guts, Glory 4G. And he, of course, it's the gays, it's Google, they're gay, they hire gays, they promote gays, the sodomites, they don't, he thinks it's false flagging. No, 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 no. You and Cassie and Shock and Crazy and all you guys, all your videos contain what can be classified as hate speech. Now, I am not the type of person to go around flagging videos. I don't. But if someone is deeply offended, I mean, you can call me gay all you want. I'm not gay. So that to me is nothing, it means nothing. So don't even think you're offending me by calling me gay, because it doesn't offend me. Okay. So yeah, that's his excuse. But the thing is you promote hate in your videos. Not to mention you're a creepy stalker. Like you're the type of person who sits in your truck behind tinted glass filming people. That is creepy. That is creepy. I mean, I drive a car with tinted windows that are very dark. I know how it is. It's great to have privacy in your car. But the problem is I do it for a couple different reasons. I do it for privacy. I do it so when it's parked, people can't look in it. And I do it because I live in a hot climate like you do to protect the interior and keep the interior cool. My car is black leather. And a hot summer's day, or an average day sometimes down here, you don't want to get on a car with black leather, but my car doesn't get hot. Anyway, that's enough of that. So, yeah, you weren't false flagged, okay? You were legitimately flagged. Okay. And the next video I want to talk about is actually a series, Phone Conversation with Cassie Dill. And in this video, he actually calls her. Oh, there we have a nice shot of his gun. But anyway, he calls her and has a phone conversation with her, and apparently she didn't know that her account was suspended or flagged or whatever. She didn't fucking know, and he did, for some creepy reason. Probably because she's probably the first woman to actually really acknowledge his existence here on the internet, but whatever. So they're having this long conversation. I don't know if she knows that he was taping it. However, there was some editing in this, so maybe he told her and he just cut that out. But it wouldn't be surprising if he didn't tell her. I mean, he sits in his car and films women walking around in a parking lot, or whatever. But in this conversation, he's basically explaining to her how, you know, what the process is. She had no idea she was suspended. She had no idea what that meant. She had no idea that she couldn't log into her account. She had no idea she couldn't respond to video responses, text comments. She had no idea she couldn't do anything. And basically we have a dipshit informing another dipshit of how this process goes. Didn't you guys read the fucking terms of service? Well, we all know that 4G here has had multiple accounts, so we all know he knows the name of the game. But Cassie, on the other hand, she seems to think that, you know, or she didn't. She obviously didn't pay attention. Otherwise, she would have realized what that meant. I mean, come on. Anyway, so another thing that was brought up is this power business. This is where her power originated from. Remember in the video, she kept bringing up, the video I released yesterday, she kept bringing up this power thing? She got it from him. Because he seems to think by him getting suspended, he is becoming more powerful. And he gets more subscribers. Well, I looked at your channel pages. Let's see, this channel has 20. Okay. And then the other one has 89. So in a total, you have 109 subscribers combined on both of your channels. Wow, that's like a tenth that what I have. But whatever, it's meaningless in this video. It doesn't really matter. And while it may be the case for some people, because like when I was suspended falsely, I got a lot of subscribers, and you know, but that's beyond the point. You weren't false flagged. Neither of you were. You weren't. And it's not the gay people that's the fault. It's those who see this as discrimination, seeing this as hate speech, and putting their foot down and saying, no. I mean, look, you can think whatever you want. I know you're a member of that church where that one pastor, what's his name, Stephen Anderson or something, I believe. Let me see here. I just gotta, let's see. Yes, Stephen Anderson's Faithful Word Baptist Church in Arizona. And that guy is the pastor who prayed for the death of President Obama. So this is what we're dealing with here, people. We're dealing with someone who loves guns, and he goes on in his video saying, like, well, if anyone comes to my house, I'll just shoot him dead or whatever. Okay, I mean, it's just, wow. I feel sorry for your family. I feel sorry for your kids. I feel sorry for anyone that has to work with you, having to deal with your insanity. Why, you know, and it has been said and shown that those who are the most outspoken against gay people tend to have some skeletons in the closet themselves. If you're so threatened by gay people, I mean, I think you might have a problem. I have gay friends. I grew up, when I was growing up, I knew gay people. I worked in an environment where I was sometimes the only straight person. Gay people are not a threat to me. I'm straight. I don't care. I don't see what the problem is. I can work with people. I don't give two shits what their sexual orientation is. I know what I'm into. They know what they're into. And that's it. That's basically what it comes down to. What they do in the privacy of their own home behind closed doors does not affect me in the slightest, just as much as whatever I do in the privacy behind closed doors doesn't affect them. It doesn't work. It doesn't fucking matter. How does that affect you? It doesn't. And so people like you and Cassie and Crazy and Shock and Woods of Jordan and any other fundamentalist fucktard out there that seems to think that being gay is a bad thing needs to seriously just realize that it's not. It's your fucking dogma that is causing this problem. Even though it specifically doesn't say very much about homosexuality within the text of it, there are some hints of it, but there's no clear-cut definitions. It says nothing in the Bible about gay marriage. It says nothing about science. It says nothing about reality. It's just a bunch of fictional fairy tales that were ripped off from other fucking religions. That's all it was. That's all it is. And that's all it ever will be. It can't change. Otherwise, it's not the true word of God, according to what the pastors preach in the church, and according to what the book fucking says. Ugh, it's just so fucking frustrating. It doesn't even fucking... It's just pissing me off. Anyway, welcome, God, Guns, Guts, Glory, to Dipshit of the Week. I know it's been a long time coming, and you're more than deserving of this prize. So there we have it, Dipshit of the Week. Do your part. Blaspheme Daily. This has been Juno, bringing you your weekly dose of dipshits.